Who doesn't love a good Chex Mix over the holiday season? But did you know you can actually make it yourself in the slow cooker? And it's a crazy easy thing to make, and all of your guests will love it. Homemade Chex Mix is where it's at. I love making this for big parties or holiday gatherings. Anytime I need to bring a snack, it's so easy to make and actually really, really impressive. So today we're just going to be using a corn Chex and a rice Chex. I am not the biggest fan of wheat Chex, which is why I omit it, but if you really like it, you are more than welcome to add it in. Overall, your recipe is going to call for 10 cups of Chex. I am going to start out by using 5 cups of corn, and then I'm also going to add in 5 cups of rice Chex cereal to this Chex Mix. If you want, you also don't have to worry like crazy about the measurements. I mean, we're looking at about 10 cups. Maybe you can go a little bit above, a little bit less. Depends on how many people that you want to serve and what type of party this is for. Or maybe you're just making it so that you've got some, extra snacks for the kids for school. There's so many uses for this Chex Mix. Then we're going to throw in some pretzels. I bought the little square ones just because I thought they were cute and I thought they would be tasty in this. Oh, went a little overboard. I'm going to add in 3 cups of pretzels into this mix. Remember, this is also all about you, so you can add more or less of anything that you really enjoy. White cheddar Cheez-its are my favorite. I love these ones. So I am going to add in about 2 cups of white cheddar Cheez-its. Well, and I'm going to throw in a little extra just because I think it's really tasty and I can't imagine life without white cheddar Cheez-its. What do you think? Do you think that they're better than the regular kinds? I think they are. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about peanuts. I like to add 1 cup of peanuts into this. You're welcome to omit peanuts or add in a different tree nut if there's somebody that has a peanut allergy. So make sure you check on that before you bring this to a party, just to keep everybody safe and happy. Then we stir it up, and now we get to add in our flavorings, and it's one of the best parts of this recipe. Like, you are more than welcome to change it up a little bit, and you could add in a seasoning of your choice. So if you go to the store, there's actually like popcorn seasonings that you could use in this recipe, but we're going to keep it really classic today and do a traditional Chex Mix flavoring. So you need 8 tablespoons of butter or 1 stick of butter. And first we're going to go ahead and melt it. And when we melt it in the microwave, do about 30 seconds. It should come out good after that, maybe a little bit longer. We are then going to mix in our seasoned salt. So this seasoned salt and the Worcestershire sauce, which is our next ingredient, is where you get a lot of that flavor and the traditional flavor. But if you want to do something else, then take 2 tablespoons of whatever flavoring you most enjoy, and you'll mix that in with your butter, and that's going to be poured over your Chex Mix. Our butter is all melted. We're good to go. Here comes 2 tablespoons of seasoned salt. This is a homemade seasoned salt mixture that I do with sea salt. I love being able to make my spice blends at home with spices and ingredients. I know what they are. I like to use organic spices usually, but if you can't, you can also just grab a seasoned salt off the shelf if you don't feel like having to make that. Then we add in 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce. I still don't know if I'm saying that word 100% right because it gets me every time, but you know what I mean. Pour that on in there, and you're going to mix together your seasoning blend. Make sure that it's mixed up really, really good, and you've got all those spices mixed in there with that salt so that you can evenly coat your Chex Mix in the slow cooker. So we're just going to kind of try to pour that over all of that delicious goodness in that slow cooker. And then once it's all in there, you're going to just mix it for a little bit. Now mix it so that that really can incorporate into the whole thing, that everything is covered. It's not going to get wet because we didn't use enough liquid to soak the stuff, but it should just lightly cover everything in there. And once you feel like you've taken your time and you've given it a good mix and it's ready to go, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to cook it. So this is going to come out nice and crispy. And one of the factors that can help for an extra crispy mix is taking off the lid every hour. Oh, look at how good that looks. Right now, I want to eat more of it. I might. It's in my kitchen. So good. Let's put the lid right on top. We're going to cook it on low for 3 to 4 hours. So easy, so simple, and it's going to come out crispy, tasty, flavorful, and delicious. Every guest will love it. Here's a recipe card in case you want to try.